Good morning, and welcome back to Talk a Better Politics Morning Talk. I do apologize I was out yesterday. I had a little bit of mild hypothermia, which is weird. I woke up and I was freezing, like felt it in my bones. And took my temperature and I was like well below normal. So yeah, anyways, doing better today. And hope your day is going well. But I wanted to talk about the most obvious thing in the world, which is Trump's mental health being, I say declining, but it's gone. Like, there's not much left of his brain at this point. But first, I just want to show off a couple little clips from his most recent little press briefing thing, or one of the most recent. So first, we have him getting distracted in the middle of a conversation you think this guy would like be all about.
We had a situation 3 days ago with Venezuela, and we're getting along extremely well with the people of Venezuela, both the people and the people that are running Venezuela. I just want to thank our military. What they've done is incredible. That was considered unprecedented, to go into a military fort with thousands of soldiers and others, and to come in with 152 planes going.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who, for years, people have been saying this dude has taken so many drugs that he just shits himself. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he smells just absolutely horrendous, just all the time.
Every which way, and very rapid speeds and helicopters, and to come out with no deaths and the loss of no equipment. It was pretty amazing. Nobody's seen anything like it. I was called by the leaders of numerous countries. I won't go into which ones, but the biggest and the strongest, and they said that was very impressive. They're all impressed. But today I'm delighted to welcome almost 24 of the biggest and most respected oil and gas executives in the world to the White House. It's an honor to be with them. We have many others that were not able to get in. I said if we had a ballroom, we'd have over 1,000 people. Everybody wanted. I never knew your industry was that big. I never knew you had that many people in your industry. But here we are. And if you look, come to think of it, well, I got to look at this myself.
Loses his mind.
Wow.
Wow.
What a view. This is the door to the ballroom. Well, what did you have? Unusual time to look.
But yeah, the look on Rubio's face is like, oh my God, what is going on here? And JD Vance is like, Grandpa's lost his mind. Just laughing about it. It's crazy.
But I figure we might as well do it. If the fake news would like to go back and take a look, you can. But you'll see a very big foundation that's moving. We're ahead of schedule in the ballroom and under budget. It's going to be, I don't think there'll be anything like it in the world.
Yeah, which that one is wild enough. But let's go to another moment where Grandpa loses his mind. We'll start here.
And I think as we think that big and bold, we need to be also thinking about even restructuring the entire Venezuelan energy system, including PDVSA. And I think if we can do that and think bold, there's an opportunity to be quick, fast, and restore the quality of what's happened in Venezuela, or what's been lost in Venezuela over the course of the last 25 years. So thank you for this opportunity.
Well, thank you very much, and you'll get a lot of your money back. We're going to start with an even plate, though. We're not going to look at what people lost in the past, because that was their fault. That was a different president. You're going to make a lot of money, but we're not going to go back. You left a lot of money behind, I guess, huh? What number?
12 billion.
How much?
12 billion.
Well, it's a good write-off.
It's already been written off.
It's been written. All right, thank you. You'll make it back one way or the other. You're all going to do very well. I think really very well. Marco just gave me a note. Go back to Chevron. They want to discuss something. Go ahead. I'm going back to Chevron.
And see, every time something like this happens where Grandpa loses his mind, JD Vance laughs about it. I mean, this time at least Marco was laughing about it too, but they understand this old man has lost his mind. He is not mentally fit to do this anymore. And they're going to just pretend, this is okay. Let's just laugh about this, even though he's just wreaking havoc on the entire world. Because we have an old man with dementia running everything. And that's bad. That's bad. And I wanted to point out, yeah, he's a ticking time bomb for sure. But I wanted to point out one other thing. Recently, a lot of health experts have been coming out and getting more and more vocal about this, like, because we have to do something. They see their country is going bye-bye. And have you ever noticed the way that Trump stands? The way he's stood for years? He has that weird, like, forward lean. People with frontotemporal dementia might stand with a forward tilt, appear stiff, have poor balance, shuffle, or show slow, unsteady movements. That's 100% what we see from Trump every single day. We've seen that since he was in office the first time. A person with frontotemporal dementia, they have a lifespan of somewhere from 7 to 20 years once it comes. And that's why they've been doing these constant tests on him. Let's see if he can identify the tiger, the giraffe, and all that. Because his brain is dying. And they fully understand that. It's sad that we have to watch this happen. I mean, it couldn't happen to a better guy, that's for sure. But yeah, the White House understands he has lost his mind. He shows more signs of dementia. Let's go on to this. Trump made a lot of campaign promises. And, well, he gets called out on one, saying, when did I do that? Once he was questioned about his promise to send Americans $2,000 tariff checks. When did I say I was going to do that? I mean, he's made so many lies his whole life that lying, constant lies, do affect your brain. They will destroy your mental capacity. And we've seen that. This dude can do nothing but lie. So yeah, he doesn't remember anything he did on the campaign trail. The campaign trail wasn't that long ago. It was just over a year ago that he was doing this. Or under a year ago at this point. He was doing it back in when was it? Or no, I guess it would be over a year because we've had him for so many months. That's crazy. That's sad. That's sad that we've had him in office for so long. But yeah, about a year ago, he was promising this. And now it's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. When did I do this? Oh, no, we're not getting that money. He's promised that money to everything. He's going to use that money to give to the Greenlanders to try to convince them to join the U.S. He's going to use it to buy this country. He's going to use it to do this. He's using it to do this, using it to do this. He doesn't understand the value of money, like whatsoever. This is a guy who's bankrupt casinos, which is crazy to be able to do. He has gone bankrupt with a meat company, a steak company in the U.S., where one of the most popular foods is steak. It's absurd. And then he decided to go to Detroit and do another, I don't know, press briefing rally type thing that he likes to do. Yeah, no, Greenland is not it does not want to be with the U.S. They've said that multiple times. We don't have anything to do with you guys. I mean, we already have permission to go there and build military bases. So if we need it for U.S. defense, let's go build the base that they said we could do. But it's not for that. We just want to get their resources because for some reason, apparently the U.S. doesn't have any more resources. So we got to go invade other countries to get them. We got to go to Venezuela and get their oil, which Exxon has come out and said their oil is dirty. Like, it is horrible disgusting, dirty oil. Nope, Trump wants it. Trump oil. I think it was the Daily Show made the joke. I guess we'll just slap a name on it, call it Trump oil. It suits him. But yeah, Trump did one of his rally things in Detroit, talking about how great the economy is because, you know, he saved the economy. He went on saying inflation has stopped, which is a lie. Prices are down all around, which we know is a lie. We can see that, but, you know, he likes to tell us that, no, you can't see that. You guys are blind. I'm the only one who can see the truth, like a true cult leader would try to do. But yeah, prices under Trump for the save inflation. He claimed that prices are down. It's an election about high prices, or that's what it was about. The election was about high prices that the Democrats caused, and that I brought down a lot because, you know, it's what he does. That's what he does. He also went on to say that grocery prices are starting to go down rapidly, which is also a lie. Things have done nothing but go up. If they don't go up, well, they do go up. It's like Walmart. Walmart with their Christmas special or whatever, or Thanksgiving special, whichever one it was, where they put less items in it and kept the price the same. That's prices going up. You're getting less for the same price. That's inflation. That is prices going up, but he can't understand that. Can't wrap his tiny little demented brain around that. And yeah, he slashed his prescription prices, where he slashed them by 300, 400, 500, even 600% and more. So we're getting paid to take prescriptions. Let me know when you get that check from the pharmaceutical companies, because I want to see it. It's not going to be a thing that exists, but, you know, he said we're getting it. According to him, we should be getting just tons of money. We should be getting money from the government, getting money from pharmaceutical companies. We should basically be getting groceries for free at this point. Remember, he was also going to bring down insurance rates. That didn't happen. It actually went up. He's going to bring down housing, the cost of housing. That didn't happen. If anything, it's been skyrocketing because they know they get away with doing this to us under him. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, they won't go back down. It's the same thing with 2020. We saw that with COVID. All these companies went through and they're like, hey, we're going to take these. Sorry about that. Remove the wrong screen. We're going to take these prices that are already high and then put them up there and say, oh, you know, because of COVID, we have to raise prices. Then COVID ended and they're like, well, you know what? We like making this extra money that we were getting off you guys. So we're going to keep it there and have it keep going up. And then we had the whole issue of getting stuff from overseas again. And they were like, well, you know, we got to keep it going. Plus we have tariffs. We got to add even more to it. You remove those tariffs, those companies are not going to do fuck all. They're going to keep the prices high. If they were to get sued and have to, or like say the Trump administration got sued and they had to actually give back all the money for the tariffs, that money wouldn't come to us. That money would go to the companies that already got the money back because they charged us more than the tariff was worth to get their money, so that they weren't feeling any impact whatsoever. They've profited off the tariffs. In the end, they have made money off of them because it cost them 7% to bring, like extra 7% to bring in this whole like boatload of products. But yeah, you're paying that extra 7% per item. And that's what we're missing. We're getting screwed. We're getting completely fisted by both the companies and the government. And Trump says it's fine. That's fine. You know, it's good. This is good for us. This is good for us. Because they don't want to acknowledge the fact that, yes, the people do pay for the tariffs. The company pays it initially, but they're getting their money back. And then some. It's vilely disgusting. It's disgusting that the White House is letting this guy continue to run, because they all know once he's out of office, they don't have jobs anymore, and they will probably never be able to get employed again unless it's by Fox News. Like, anywhere. Nobody on this planet will want to hire them. Except for, I don't know if you guys saw this, the ICE agent that committed murder in Minnesota, like cold-blooded murder. A billionaire decided to give him $10,000 to help him out. Just donated $10,000 to him. So at that point, I can't see that any other way than, hey, this billionaire is in on the fact that that was a murder and you just paid the hitman. So yes, I think that billionaire who paid him the $10,000 should go to jail as well for plotting a murder. You kill someone and you get paid for it. That's a hitman. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. And it's really to the point. I understand governors' powers are limited. So are mayors' powers limited when it comes to the federal government. But if they all unite, they can stop ICE from coming in their country, into their states. They can do stuff. They can penalize these companies like, hey, hotels, if you decide to let ICE stay here, we're going to charge you an extra 3,000% in taxes. Fuck you. You're going out of business in the state. Kick them out. Kick these fucking companies out. Any hotel that does allow ICE to stay there should be just basically fucking boycott. Just unanimously boycott. They can have their choice. Do they want to stay in business and get customers that, will come stay there? Or get ICE to stay there and fuck your business over for the rest of eternity? Because that's what we should be doing. Because if I worked at a hotel and they allowed ICE to stay, I'm quitting that fucking moment. That fucking moment. I quit. Yes, I probably shit on one of their beds before I walked out, but I quit. Because I'm not going to let terrorists stay here. There is no denial at this point, after what happened in Minnesota, that ICE are not terrorists. And they're funded by our tax money. We're funding terrorists. It's fucking fantastic. Fucking fantastic. Also got word. I'm pissed at ICE because there's people spreading. Wait, what? That their info was leaked. Who? The ICE agents? Oh, that's awesome. So someone in DHS is not a terrible piece of shit. Which I know. I know that there are certain people inside the administration that they have morals to an extent. Yes, they're working under Trump, but they're doing it for the job. They're not doing it because they support this bastard. They may have to lie constantly and be like, oh yeah, hell Trump. Because, if you're not loyal to the Fuhrer, they will kick you out. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. They're leaking their information. They all need to be called out. Concerning the FBI and Trump are getting in the way of actual proceedings. The Minnesota police were going to be investigating this, and the FBI were like, well, you got to do it with us. And then the FBI was like, well, now that we got all the information, all the actual stuff, you guys aren't allowed to be part of this. Fuck you, Minnesota. So now they're not able to charge these ICE agents. So the prosecutor is going through and like, hey, reaching out to everybody who took a video that day, who was there. Send us your videos, give us your statements, let us know what happened. Like, we got to build our own case now since they took all the evidence. Because Trump doesn't want them held accountable for committing the most obvious murder, but then for him to come out the next day and be like, yeah, this other country with their protesters, if you hurt your protesters, we're going to attack you. Well, why not attack the people who have hurt your protesters? Show that you're not the biggest scumbag on earth. No, that'd be asking too much. That would be asking too much. But yeah, no, I fully believe anybody who's an ICE agent should have their information leaked. Their name, at least, full name and maskless picture should be posted online for all to see. So we all know who is a scumbag and who is not. Just put it out there. I like how there are people who are finding out who these ICE agents are, and they're harassing them. Good. They should be harassed. You decided, oh, I know I can't read, but I'm going to be an ICE agent and kill people. I'm going to harass people who don't deserve to be harassed. I understand these people did not commit a federal crime, but I'm going to be part of the federal government and charge them with a crime and hunt them down like I'm a bounty hunter, because I watched Dog Bounty Hunter years ago. That's really what I get from all these people. They watched Dog the Bounty Hunter. They were big fans of Hulk Hogan. And they're like, yes, this is what I want to do. I'm going to be like them. Most of them can't read. We've come to that conclusion. They took sit-ups out of their requirement where you have to be able to do so many sit-ups, because most of them couldn't do a single sit-up. Yeah. Yep. They're the highest funded law enforcement branch in the United States. And it's our tax money. 100% our tax money. We're paying for Nazi terrorists just to show that we're a racist country. If it's the World Cup, I believe, is supposed to be coming here, I don't blame the players for not wanting to come here. I would be terrified too. I don't care if I was coming from England. I would be terrified to come here too, because you never know. You never know. Are they going to suddenly be like, well, you just have an accent, I got to arrest you now. I got to throw you in the most inhumane conditions. Like Kristi Noem had to come out and now stop Congress from going to the field offices, not the detention centers, but the field offices, because she has to hide her racist, horrible officers from humans, people with fucking brains. Because if they saw this, they'd be like, oh my God, this is terrible. You're hiring the worst of the worst, complete and utter moronic scumbags to go out there and just terrorize the people. You're giving them a gun. You're giving them multiple guns. Why? Also, why are these guns live ammo? At least make it, rubber bullets still kill, but at least make it non-lethal ammo. Yeah, Kristi the dog killer. I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, it was a meme on Reddit. Kristi Noem is like a box of chocolates. They'll both kill your dog. Loved it. But yeah, that was what I had for today. We got to do something. As I showed from JD Vance's reactions to Trump being mentally gone, they're not gonna. The 25th Amendment or whatever it is not going to come through. They're not going to enact that and get him removed from office. It's basically, I was watching Farron Cousins, and apparently yesterday he did a thing on this. Just watched it before I started this. He's saying that what he thinks will happen is, instead of kicking Trump out of office, they'll end up doing like a Weekend in Bernie's type thing, where it's going to be JD Vance and Hegseth propping them up on his shoulders, or on their shoulders, and making it look like it's going real. Like, oh yeah, he's fine. He just toothache. And I can totally see that, because these people don't seem to care. Marco Rubio is the only person who showed concern with his straight face of like, oh my God, he got up and walked over to the window in the middle of the meeting. And then he tried to chuckle off the whole reading the note, which that was the note you're not supposed to read. Anybody would understand. Don't read this. Don't read it out loud. But it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But yeah. I believe we might, which would be absolutely crazy. Or we'll see his last maybe functional moments on TV as he starts to lose it. He gave where I think he was on the plane. He gave some he was talking to some reporter and was asked a question about immunity, and his sentence was very much not coherent. They were asking Trump to define the immunity that these agents should have. And he was like, I'll let the people define immunity because, immunity. Do I what that? And it was like just this sentence that doesn't make any, like, it's not even a Yoda sentence. It was just a non-sentence, just some random words thrown out there. And this is supposed to be a coherent individual. It was disgusting. Plus, he can't stand. Like, he's swelling up at the ankles because blood's not going to his heart, which is why he's taking so much aspirin. And that's just even more issues. He is a ticking time bomb. He's going to go one day. And it'll most likely be in front of everybody's eyes. He'll probably have a stroke or a heart attack while he's giving a speech. And that will be it. Yeah. I mean, the fact that we elected him is the American embarrassment. The fact that we let him in for another term after he tried to throw a coup. Like, he tried to overthrow the government. And we decided, we'll give you another shot. You probably didn't mean it last time. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the great American embarrassment. That is Trump. Yeah, anyways, that was what I had. Thank you guys for stopping in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will definitely be back in tomorrow, even if I don't feel well. I mean, I don't feel that great today, but I'll be back. And yeah, until next time, you take care. Do, 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 do.